Hey guys, it's Dawn here today, and today we're going to do something a little different. We are going to play with a Milwaukee pole saw. How do I get this in the right direction? Is it this way? Okay, Milwaukee pole saw, and the chain has come off. So I'm going to show you what to do if the chain comes off. Now, I just got this well, I got it a while ago, but first time playing with it yesterday. I filled up the whole, I didn't fill up, there's a little bit of room for more, but I filled up the whole green waste bin because I'm trying to cut, the neighbor has a big tree that hangs over to my yard, and it's kind of disturbing my RV, so I just want to cut all of those tall branches, but it's getting to the point, like, I guess I'll show you the tree too, but it's getting to the point like I'm thinking I'm gonna have to climb on top of the RV and also trim branches, and I'll use a pole saw for this and stuff like that because, you know, my RV doesn't go right up against the fence and stuff like that, so there is a lot of space. But first I gotta fix this thing that I broke. I was using it yesterday and I did so much. I filled up the green waste bin, and then I broke it because the chain came off. So today I'm gonna fix the chain, and then I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. And for everybody that's like gonna be nervous or scared for me or whatever, don't worry. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna be careful. and I'm bored, and I gotta clean up the house, and I don't know, but don't worry, I'll be okay, all right? So here we go. How to put the chain back on the baby chainsaw. Oh yeah, just put a little baby chainsaw onto the end of a pole. Is like, what else could happen? What's so dangerous about that? It's just a baby chainsaw, right? Okay, I'll be back. All right, so there's my RV. There's that tree, and it is huge. But there is my green waste bin that I filled up yesterday with branches, and I'll show you what I did. I just used the pole saw, and in this area here, well, I have to slide out right now, but you see in this area here, and then I went up and I was just clearing out this area because a lot of these branches were, you know, coming in and hitting my RV. So I was just coming through this little corridor, and you see all the stuff I still need to do, but that, I got this, well, that's still touching, but that's when my blade broke. But that's where I got, and then higher up I'm gonna have to like get on top of the RV roof, but it was touching like the, you know, well, yeah, see, it's touching there, so I still need to do a little bit, and then I gotta get on the RV or something and like get the rest of those branches that you see how they're growing over, but I don't know, so we'll figure that out. Okay, so first thing you want to do is take the battery out, take the battery pack and disconnect it from the pole saw unit itself. And of course, if you're not familiar with Milwaukee, you have the fast rabbit, slow turtle. You have to flip this and push it down, and then there's another switch on the bottom here that you then pull, and with this combination, that's how you turn it on, and it's battery powered. Now we got this guy, and it's just the pole right here, and they also sell extension poles. And so here is the chain. So take a 13 millimeter to this, half inch or 13 millimeter to that, and you'll want to get a flat blade for that, and that is going to be your chain tightening tool. But let me show you how this should work. All right, so hopefully we got everything all set here. I got my 13 millimeter over here, and we're going to see if this, yeah, this fits. Oh, that was easy. I'll take that out. Okay, and then I think this comes off then. A little wiggle. There we go. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in here. Ew. Here. Oh my gosh, let me get a towel. All right, so I kind of got it set up. I just put the chain back on. First I looped it. Here, let me just do it real quick. So I put the chain back on. Make note that the chain should be facing this way. Should be a standard chainsaw blade, right? So the sharp end should be over there, and so that it can cut, okay? Oops, my finger wasn't even there. Okay, then you'll have this loop at the end like this. For this loop, am I in the picture? Okay, you're gonna want to loop it around this thing. And there's a little tiny skinny channel. Oh my gosh. Skinny channel right in there. And so you want the blades to actually fit into the channel when it's all together. And when it's off, it's really easy. And so you go like this. Okay. So now we're gonna fit this around, we're gonna go around the round thingy first. And make sure it goes through all these little loops. And make sure this is tight. Put some pressure down over here. Put some pressure here to keep it on. And then do you see how loose this chain is? So it's, see how loose that chain is? So we're gonna tighten this up a little bit. We're gonna go, and maybe that's why it came off, because these chains will, like, do you see it moving? These chains will loosen over time. Ooh, that was better. How tight is it now? You don't want it to actually bind. So you don't want any binding, but you want it to be nice and smooth. So yeah, that actually feels good, but let me do this. There we go. Okay, now how are we doing? Not loose. Can it go any tighter? Let's see. No. Okay, so I'm gonna back off just a little bit and see how it goes. Yeah. All right, that feels good. Are you getting in there? Maybe a little tighter, because you see how it's popping off at the top here? So let's fix that first off. There we go. And then let's tighten it back down a little bit. There we go. Now, so you see the consistency? Now it's not popping off and then getting tight at the end. Now it's staying, maintaining here a little bit. And that feels tight on the machine itself. Okay, so now we can just, so dirty. Yuck. I want to clean up after. So then we just put this thing back on. Here's a tightener. Here's that bolt thingy. Just put, and I guess it just squeezes in. And then put this one. This is your 13 millimeter. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. There we go. All right, so we're all done. The chain's back on, and now I'm gonna hook it back up and see if it works. All right, it wasn't running as smooth as I wanted, so I took it all apart, which means that this top part has this washer thing on it that looked like that. And then it had a little pinch thing, which I hate these pinch things. But anyways, that was what was on there. Oh, and where's the other piece? All right, here's the other piece. So this is where the chain will go into each of these individual little pieces. And then this sits on top like that. And then this little pinch bolt goes on that bolt over there. Now, if we look on the inside of this, we'll see there is debris in here. And winding debris is one of the worst debris possible. Oh, let me put it back on. Let me show you what it was doing. Let's see, let's zoom you in a little closer. See, it's just barely moving. And every once in a while it would catch, and it would spin really nicely, but, oh, where's my, there. But then it would do that thing. So we're just gonna do that, put some lubricant on this area. All right, let's take a look and see what it does now. Still slow. All right, note to self, we're going to need some bar and chain oil for in there, and Milwaukee does have a brand of bar and chain oil. I think I put a little bit of oil in there because it was dry, just to lubricate everything up, and I don't know. But if it's not the right oil, just fling more, I guess. But now, take a look. Wait, how do I do this? Much better. There we go. So now we'll attach the chain again and see how this goes. All right, so we're going to take a look at it now. Everything's back together again. Very good. And the looseness I have on this is that, which is what I do for my bike, my motorcycle chain. So I don't really know what a chainsaw chain is supposed to be like, but if it's too tight, well, first off, you can't make this thing too tight, I don't think, because it seems to stop. But if it's too tight, all it's going to do is like keep stretching the chain itself, and it might bind and might not even spin right. And then if it's too loose, then the chain will keep falling off. So somewhere in between those two, you guys, all right? All right, let's see if this thing works. All right, so everything is perfect. The pulse saw is fixed. The chain is back on. It's not binding anymore. It's not locking up. We did all the maintenance on it. It could use some more oil, so we'll get a bottle of that when we're back at Home Depot. But everything's working and it works, and you saw it work. Yeah, there's still just that little bit that it did is like already a lot, and I mean my bin's already almost full, so I can't stuff too much more in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop now, which is good anyways, because I am tired from stuffing the bin yesterday, so my arms are still tired. That pulse saw should not be heavy. For a normal person, that wouldn't be heavy, but for me right now, you know, because the reaching up part of it and stuff, you know, so it is a little heavy for me. So it's a good workout, and it's good for me to get back on track and get back into the business of things. But, you know, I'm just doing little bits at a time. So look at me. I'm being good and healthy. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Hope that helps, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.